And Brad, how do you think Isaiah handled the emotion of the night, and how do you think your team did?
Yeah, I mean, he was incredible. He's an amazing player, amazing person, and days won't get easier for him. But he, somehow plays like that. Yeah, I mean, I thought that at the end of the day, we lost the game, from a defensive perspective, because for the first, 2.5 quarters, we didn't rebound at all. And then ultimately they made big shots. So there were no rebounds to be had towards the end of the game. We've got to do a better job on the glass right out of the gate. It's all we've been talking about for a few days, but it's, when those guys hit you and they're big, we got to do a better job of going and getting balls.
Coach, just to touch on that rebounding a little bit more, is that just positional or is it effort? Like, what did you see as to why they had so much success in that area of the game?
First of all, they've been great against us all year. I think you look out there, there's size, so you got to hit them early and don't let them get into the paint on their cuts when they're cutting to the basket to get a rebound. Your contact has to be, you have to make hard initial contact on blockouts. You can't just turn and look or get pushed under. Because they're going to get the ball. They're bigger than we are, so we have to hit first. And so I'll go back and look at it and chart it all, but that'll be a big deal moving forward.
I just think that we got to be able to get those long rebounds. There's some that they're going to get. That's just the way it is. But some of the longer rebounds, the 50-50 balls, we need to come up with those. And like I said, I think that once I go back and look at the game, those are things that that I'll get a better sense. I'll be able to probably talk a little more about it tomorrow.
Chris Gasper, Boston Globe. Al, obviously a disappointing night for you guys to lose a basketball game, but does it put it in perspective when you recognize the type of loss that Isaiah is dealing with?
Yeah. I mean, it's a difficult time, for Isaiah and his family, and for us as well. And we wanted to, come out and be able to win this game. But yeah, there are bigger things than just basketball, and for us is we not take anything for granted, and really pull through. At this time, I feel like this will make us stronger, and we're there to support Isaiah.
Yeah, Al, follow up on that. How, without making any excuses, how complicated was it to stay focused on the task? I mean, there were so many things going on at the same time. Did you feel like it was affecting you guys for 10, 12, 18 minutes to get locked in?
Yeah, I mean, we're never gonna make excuses, but this is hard. This was difficult, and I felt like our guys, we really dealt with it the right way, but Isaiah's the one that I feel like dealt with it best. He, we knew he was hurting. This is not easy, and we have a lot of respect for him. I have a lot of respect for him for what he's able to do to come out here and show and because it's not an easy task, but he didn't make excuses. We didn't either. We really try to come out here and focus on the game.
Jared Weiss, CLNS Radio. You played 40 minutes for the first time this season. Did you feel tonight, I know this isn't usually the approach, but did you feel like you had to take on more of the scoring burden because of the situation you guys had tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that, I played more minutes, but also, I just needed to be out there making plays, whether it's me scoring the ball or finding the open man. One of the things that I try to do is really make the game easy and just try to play with pace. you know, I feel like I was able to do that a lot of the night. And you know, I feel like when we play that, you know, with that good pace, I feel like that's when we're at our best as a group. And we did that for times tonight, but we need to get better at that for the next game.
Al, Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com. Just to touch on that offensive rebounding by Chicago once more. You said that was a key for you guys heading into the game, that you talked about it quite a bit. What were the discussions in the middle of the game when you were seeing what they were doing on the offensive glass?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it was to make adjustments as far as we needed to make an effort to, you know, box them out. Everybody needed to get in there, and you know, they kept coming up with, you know, with rebounds at different times. I feel like we did a little better once in the second half, but sometimes you know, I feel like as a group you'll learn more from a loss than a win. I think, you know, if we would have won, we would have been like, whoa, but we won, and I think that's one issue that we need to address. We need to be better at, and I feel like we'll have a different result.